Hey YouTube, coming out to a viewer submission from Uncle Augustine. Why I just kind of laughed is I get the videos, I put them at 1.5 speed. So I put them 1.5 speed. These are the battles at 1.5 speed, and you're gonna see the first battle. It seems like at 2 speed. So I'm like, oh, did they just like fast? Did they make all the battles fast for me, and I just didn't do that? So I went back and I made all the battles at 1 speed. So the first one was at like 1.5, but then the other ones were at like 1 speed and really slow. So I think we're going to see a very, very fast first battle and then a normal pacing second battle in case you are wondering what's going on with the timing of these videos. Anyways, Uncle Gustin submitted, this is my third time doing it. He said, I can remember, he said, first time, third season playing GBL, 2800 last season, learned a lot from your videos, built this team to counter a meta team that's no longer around as much anymore. It was Annihilape, charjabug, Annihilape, Bastiodon, and I think either Shadowvic or something like that. And then they make some mistakes, but there is a lot of wins here. But in the normal videos, they go really, they make more mistakes. So this is gonna be fast, but again, we'll get more normal speed after this battle. So they went for the dig here, which is okay because it puts it in wing attack range. You have two options, either double air release or dig and then aggressive wing attack. They go Stone Edge, which means that they do not have Aqua Tail, so you'll live that. Out comes a Dugong. Going to instant swap because you have two answers for Dugong. You have a Charjabug and an Annihilape. Get the first Icy Wind off. There's good fast move timing there on your part. Again, I just watched this video on multiple speeds, so after this one, it'll be less memorization. Take the Icy Wind, get off the second discharge. Again, you don't super need this because you have an Annihilape to deal with this. Can't quite counter down, so you're going to have to burn shields because you're already super low on your gligar. Going to reset though, and it is a Skeledirge. Get off the dig. This will grab a shield, and now you got the Shadow Ball coming through here. And then can counter down the Dugong. Okay, back to our regular scheduled 1.5 speed program. Okay, Charm Ninetales. So Charm Ninetales, I always go Aerial Ace as well because they're likely to shield. And even if they don't shield, then you can just like shield and wing attack down. But they do shield. And just going to go for the Aerial Ace again. This will still probably grab another shield, but they are just looking to commit to the farm down. So you have to come Charjabug. They will have a move. At least one, probably close to like 1.5 at this point. So take the Weather Ball. Yeah, add another one. Not surprising, they farmed up a ton. So I'm going to have to shield this one up. Don't want to be taken too low, and then the Annihilape has to take any damage here. So going for the very aggressive farm down. Get it with a couple HP left. They are debating what to do. I know they come in Umbreon because this is as far as I got in the video before I eventually said back to the fast one. Okay, so back-to-back X Scissors here, and this is where I stopped after. I assume at this point you're going to instantly swap into Annihilape to start countering, or that's probably going to take, the Snarl's going to take you out, yeah. You can live a Foul Play. I mean, I doubt it's running Psychic, but you can live either realistically, but Foul Play is a lot easier to live. Going for the aggressive farm down, can get it, yes. Have a shield, have energy. What's in the back? It is an Azumarill. 2 Shadows plus the counters should be able to take out a Azumarill. Puts it in the yellow. You got to shield this up, and then you can counter / Shadow Ball for the win. And there it is. You could have gone one counter in Shadow Ball or just throwing it at 4 like right before they get to the move. That's fine. Okay, what do we have here? Gligar against Dugong. Terrible lead. What is your safe swap? I assume Annihilape. Going with the Charjabug. And this is a punish. Super effective Rock Throws and Stone Edge coming your way. Volt Switch and Discharge are neutral, so you will chip a bunch just to eat it on. So they're double weak to this is where it gets tricky. So they're already double weak to fighting, right? They had a Dugong on the lead and this here. Honestly, I would probably just sacrifice the Annihilape at this point. Because if they don't have an answer to a fighter after being double weak to fighting, then it's a terrible team comp. And if you have an answer to a fighter in the back, like a Fly or something, your Annihilape's useless. So gonna come in here. It's gonna hurt. So yeah, you have to start shielding. I would try to grab a shield back here with Shadow Ball. Yeah, I would. You need to try and grab one back because you're already in such a bad spot here. So get the Shadow Ball off. They shield. That's okay. You just shield back. Yeah, you shield back. You try and counter down. 2 times lowered. Maybe not be able to counter down. It'll be close. 3, 4. Throwing the 4. I think you maybe could have got it. It would have been close. Is your switch timer up? No, they let it go. Yeah, I was about to say you need to reset as a Feraligatr so they can just claw. Maybe if you got the move off, you could have maybe done something there, but yeah, it's tough. I think your Gligar would have been screwed anyways against it, but when I'm in that scenario, see, Feraligatr is a pretty good answer to Annihilape because of the Shadow Claw. And Annihilape, there's only a few fighters I'm actually worried about in this meta, and Annihilape is number 1. So if you are double weak to fighting with Bastiodon and Dugong, I probably have something that could deal with Annihilape, and a Shadow Claw Feraligatr is exactly that. So Shadow Claw is doing super effective against the Annihilape there. And see, this one's fast. I swear they did like 1.5 speeds on some of these submit battles and then 1 speed on some of these other battles. So sorry for the weird fastness and slowness here of some of these. Have to eating the Hydro, you will live. Just getting the X-Scissor off, this will be enough to take out. Registeel, have the Discharge. Maybe a pretty aggressive farm down. They may try giving up Switch. I don't know about that because now you're just like switch locking yourself. Your attack is lowered. They have a shield advantage. You're going to get a couple air laces off. You may grab a shield back here. They're going to go for the aggressive farm down. Oh, they just lost. Oh, no, CMP. So, okay, I was about to say, smart on their part. That was did they just lose it? No, they were smart on the CMP. Smart on the timing for that one. Took 1. And then it's Annihilape kind of align there. Okay, Gligar against Azumarill. This is bad. Going straight into the Annihilape. Okay, so now this one's fast. Why? Okay, sorry. I'm going to spend most of the time focusing on the speed of these battles as opposed to the battles. Air Lace. They may have back-to-back. No, you can get to an Ice Slash first. So this will be good to grab a shield. Or they just let it go and take a shield advantage. That's probably smarter. Although they just lost... Oh, yeah. I was going to say, they still have a good matchup here because the Azumarill was on the lead. You have a Charjabug for the Azumarill. What is in the back? My only... this is going to be interesting. Because they can just do neutral rock slides. You're going straight dig, assuming you can get to 3 digs before they can get to 4 rock slides to take you out. Because you can live 2 and they're going to have to... Going for the bait here now, though. See, I think you could just outpace anyways. You got... Maybe not. Maybe you couldn't outpace with that bait. 2, 3. Oh, yeah. And then you try and catch 2. Okay, so that was actually a good bait because you could not outpace to the next one. They would have got off a rock slide and taken you out. So getting this discharge off will take out. Ooh, not quite. But now you are kind of switch locked. So this is just chipping, which again, I assume Dig will take out from this range anyways, but chipping is not a bad situation. And then I assumed that Gligar would win CMP over Stunfisk, which is what I guess they left. So these are on, again, a little faster speed. That's okay. We'll just deal with it. Dragon Claw, going straight Dig. I don't know if Dig takes out, and I feel like double Air Lace probably is sufficient, but again, I don't hate grabbing shields. I've always said grab shields or do a ton of damage. They tried to catch the X-Scissor on their Azumarill. That is a very, very risky catch for this exact reason. The optimal, I think you messed up the... It's fast, but... So Charjabug is a 4-turn fast move. Bubble is a 3-turn fast move. So optimal timing on your fast move is 2. So 8 versus their 9, 3 bubbles. So I think in the last one, when you threw 1 Volt Switch and throw, If you threw like 2, maybe they don't get that move off. Guzzlord comes in. Yep, this is where you go dig. You just take it out or grab the last shield, and then you instant swap coming in here. Shield advantage against Lantern. You should be okay. Straight Shadow Ball. Should put it in counter. Can they get to 2 Surfs? They can. Okay, you have a move anyways in there. It's resisted, but its defense is so low that even a resisted move does a ton of damage. That is an insane speed. Okay, bad lead. Gonna have to go straight into charjabug. This looks like a repeat. Is it for alligator in the back? For alligator in the back. Yep, repeat. Okay, last one. It's okay. This one's going up on the weekend. It can be a little more messed up because no one watches videos on the weekend. Okay. Dragonite lead. Yes, get this chip off. You can take it in the 1 shield if you want. Like you could shield and get this air lace off and take it out. Or they can shield back and take it in the 2v1 shield scenario. So if they want, they could shield and farm down. So those are those are the 2 scenarios that you play out. Giving up switch, still needing to take a move. Get the farm down. I'm assuming because they did not come in with anything, they don't have an immediate answer. Gradient's not terrible because it can just eat these X scissors. Yeah, throwing right away is fine. 2 versus 4, fast move is fine. They should be able to, unless they get aggressive and try. Yeah, I was about to say. They could have tried to get aggressive, but I think just getting this out of here is smart on their part. You either come super effective counter. Oh, it's a charjabug. What do you do here? Try and catch. Throw 2 and then try and catch. Oh, why would they let go? Okay, yeah, I like the attempt at a catch. I think that attempt at a catch was perfect. Throw 2 so you align and then try and catch on that 1 move there. Now you can shield up this move because they've already dumped some energy. And now you can just Night Slash the rest of this out. Okay, so sorry for the crazy, some were fast, some were slow. Yeah, I think the team, this is just, I'm so torn here, having now watched multiple people use Charjabug as a safe swap and seen it actually like pretty high ranked as a switch on PV Poke. I don't think it's as high as an Annihilape on PV Poke. Let's do some post analysis of these battles here because they were pretty quick on the battles there. Okay, in terms of switches, yeah, you know what? Charjabug is ranked number 8. And Annihilape is ranked 31st as a swap. So this is so surprising to me. So the definition of switches on PvPoke is the best Pokemon to switch to from an unfavorable lead. These Pokemon have safe matchups and can pressure shields or deal heavy damage in their losses. So the obvious ones are the obvious ones that I agree with. For Alligator, Shadow is number 1 and non-Shadow is number 2. Gligar Shadow is number 3. Lickitung is number 6. Goodra is number 7. I agree with all those. Because even if you get hit with like a fairy with Goodra, you can like chip a ton with Octel Thunder Punch because you're so bulky. Charjabug is ranked number 8. I overlooked Pelipper and Drapion, but they are up there too. And Pelipper and Drapion have always been like OG safe swaps anyways, so that's not surprising. And then right below is Cresselia, which is a safe swap. Charjabug is ranked number 8. And this is the second video that I've covered where it is been used as a safe swap. And I'm so torn on it as a safe swap. Here's where it is strong. It is bulky. Volt Switch is a great hard-hitting fast move, right? 3.6 damage per turn and 4 energy per turn. So you got the nice mixture of energy and damage there. And then you have X Scissor. So X Scissor and Discharge do the same damage. They both do 78. X Scissor is just 5 energy quicker, so 40 versus 45. So in neutral situations, you throw X Scissor. So X Scissor is a 1.95 damage per energy thing. So I get everything about, again, and let's just go over stats because one of the strength is his stats. 116 attack, 132 defense, 126 stamina, 1936 overall. That's actually a little lower than I expected it to be, but it's just like the defense and stamina are both kind of, they're not high, but they're like both just like middle strong, which makes Charjabug kind of bulky. So you have like a nice fast move. You got a quick, hard-hitting-ish X Scissor, and you got bulk. So those three combined make sense that Charjabug can be a great safe swap. However, I don't like safe swaps that can get absolutely walled. And the thing with Goodra is, if you get hit with a fairy, you can still hit neutral with X Scissor, with Aqua Tail and Thunder Punch in most situations. If you get hit with a Fraligator and you get hit with a Grass or Electric, you're still throwing a Hydro, you're still throwing an Ice Beam to grab shields there and put pressure on. With Charjabug, if they swap in Clodsire, Steelix, all these ground, like a ground poison or a ground steel, it's just like an instant wall. So they will resist every single move, which means that they will come out with, like, they will take you down and come out with like 100 energy for your front Pokemon. So I don't love it as a safe swap. And I think Annihilape in principle, even though it's ranked lower, probably makes more sense as a safe swap. However, PV Poke and a couple of your submissions have now told me that that Charjabug is the way to go as a safe swap. So let me know in the comments below if you run Charjabug and if you are with my logic of thinking, or just PV Pokes and others that Charjabug. It's one of those things where it's like, yes, it can get walled by Clodsire, and I think this is their logic. Yes, it can absolutely get walled by Clodsire and Steelix, and maybe there's one or two others that it just is going to have trouble with, but for the most part, that's not the meta. And Gligar is going to resist all the moves too, right? Because Gligar is very meta and will resist all the moves too. However, even against like Quagsire and Whiscash and your Mud Boys, you can hit neutral with X Scissor, and it does, depending on if they're Shadow or not, like 50% damage. So I get the idea of, you know what, I'm going to use this as a safe swap. If I get punished, I get punished, so be it. Those Pokemon are not around as much, except for Gligar. Whereas, for the most part, if they don't have a direct answer to Charjabug, then I'm in a pretty decent situation for most other matchups. So I get it from that perspective. And then, yeah, I think you did, again, it was kind of tough with how fast the battles were, but I think you did mostly fine with your fast move timing. Again, a couple, when you're using a 4-turn fast move, some of those against like the bubble, you should have gone up to 2, but you're not giving up a ton of energy if you just go 1. And I always say, don't let perfection be the enemy of good sort of thing. So like, you don't want to like try to fast move optimize perfect if it means you're giving up like charge moves, or you're taking more damage than you should, or you're using a shield. Like, you don't want to do that, right? So you don't need to fast move optimize properly all the time. And then Gligar and Annihilape, and we'll see them. I mean, we saw Gligar a million times last week in the remix because for some reason it wasn't banned, but we will now see a lot more Annihilape. So, like I said, this will go up like Sunday afternoon. I should have maybe Monday afternoon already shot as well. And then we'll go back into like, if you guys have viewer submissions, and then we'll go into like my teams from this week for the open, and then we'll get back into like the current, because I'm basically will be done my submissions. So please send more submissions of current battles, and we'll take a look at some of my current Great League teams. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.